This £15 million redevelopment scheme is probably the biggest piece of investment in the museum since it opened. I think we all appreciate what a privilege and opportunity this represents, and one that's been made possible by the support of Exeter City Council and the Heritage Lottery Fund. I think one of the important things that needs saying is that a project like this is delivered through the combined efforts of many people. And that starts with the stakeholders that have the confidence in the project, but then goes through the sort of specialist consultant team that we need, their energy and enthusiasm for the project to make it happen. But also the museum team as well, because the museum team is made up of lots of different specialists, our conservators, our curatorial specialists, our access and learning team, and all of their creative input is critical to the success of this project. So I'd really like to pay tribute to the energy and commitment that people have put into this project, and I hope it will show in the results.
The project early on was renamed Embark. What's unique about this experience is that we have chosen to do it all in-house rather than appointing external removers. But that means moving 1.5 million objects off-site to our new purpose-built store. The Embark team really consisted of these casual people and the front-of-house team. And they'd never done any museum work before. We trained them completely in-house, and we were very lucky to find a group of people who were strong enough to lift the heavy stuff and pack the most delicate objects. The most vulnerable objects will be conserved and stored at the off-site store. The objects which are going to be included in the new displays will come back here, and we will have more on display than we have had up till now.
The whole building at the front is called the Haywood Building, named after the original architects, and that was built in 1865, I think. The original reception was down at Queen Street. There'll be a new reception area off Bradninge Place, which is all part of the new building, which is to be built just in this area in front of us here. Throughout the building there have been a whole series of contemporary interventions which have been introduced throughout the 20th century. And one of the ambitions of the project is to remove all those and reinstate the galleries to their former Victorian glory. This is the Rowley Gallery. There was a contemporary ceiling, probably installed to help control the environment. The existing roof structure, this amazing tensile structure supporting the beams with a slate roof externally. I always knew that was there, so it was one of the ambitions of the project to reveal that and reinstate it.
In the core gallery, which essentially is the old courtyard space of the museum, the visitor will be able to stand back and look at this huge double-height showcase, which is packed full of objects, large and small, very, very mixed and eclectic.
The works we're currently carrying out here, we've put temporary works all along the ground floor, first floor of the north courtyard wall. We've removed all the original Victorian windows, and we're blocking these windows up with engineering brickwork in order to give this wall some structural stability once the load of the courtyard roof is placed onto it.
My main role is to provide resources and information to enable Exeter City Council and RAMM to be able to manage the project efficiently and effectively. That means I act as the sort of first point of contact for all queries relating to the development. I think one of the key challenges on a project of this size and of this scale is actually dealing with the unknowns, and these can occur on a daily basis, and we have to respond very, very quickly to those. One of the most exciting aspects of this project is the actual opening up works. It's seeing the museum in its bare bones. There's been a lot of work taking walls out, taking ceilings out, and actually revealing the spaces as they were initially intended. The key challenge on this project, apart from the day-to-day issues that arise, is ensuring that we actually deliver on time and on budget. That's absolutely key, and that's what we're all working towards.